chips on my plate. I'm just gonna spread this on there so I can try it.
As the temperature changes, all your ice will go right in. Hi, I'm Margie and welcome back. What I'm doing today is I'm going to make some butter out of some cream that I had in the refrigerator. This is heavy whipping cream. Now all you need to make butter is of course the cream, and if you want to put salt in it, you need your salt. And that's really all. Okay, now I have a mixer with the whip, and I'm going to have a scraper and a plate because later when I'm going to squeeze it out, I'm going to want to put the place of butter somewhere, so that'll just put the butter on there. These are some parade gloves, which are cotton, and I got these at my Army Navy store. They're about $5, and I use them for my candy, and you can squeeze butter out with them. They're very nice. Okay, so to get started, I'm just going to go ahead and pour my cream in here. And whip it slow for a little while, and then I'm going to watch it because it's going to separate. And as soon as it separates out, that's when it's ready to stop heating. Now I'm going to stop this and use a scraper. Now I've used a scraper to scrape it down, but it has to separate. That whey needs to start to come out of it, but I wanted just to scrape the sides down a little bit so I can get it more mixed together. The butter is almost ready, so I'm going to take, this is a half a teaspoon, I'm going to sprinkle it on there. That's all I'm going to use for this, is a half a teaspoon. I'm going to go ahead and finish mixing it up. And it's ready. One way to tell when it's ready is when you pick it up onto your spoon and it slides off without sticking. Plus I also can see the liquid starting to come out. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll just show you some, okay? Going to let it sit for just a moment while I get ready to squeeze it out. This is actually so much fun to do and really so easy. The whole process of mixing it probably took about 5 minutes, between 5 and 10 minutes. You probably could do it, as slow as you want. Eventually it will just separate. So here's see all that liquid in there? Okay, so I'm just very simply just going to take out some of my butter, and I'm just going to start to squeeze it. Now the more you can squeeze this whey out of your butter, see how nice that is? The more whey you can squeeze out, I sometimes go back and squeeze it again. Make little butter balls. You can shape it like a turkey. Just kidding. A little ball of butter, and you just continue to do that. You can make it any shape you want. And if you're weird, you could put some yellow food coloring in it. I'm weird, but I'm not going to do that. Perfect little butter ball. So I'm going to continue to make these, and when I'm all done, I'll show you. Now I've done all of it, and what I'm going to do is go back to my first butter ball and see if I can squeeze some more out. See, the more of that liquid you can get out, the better off the longer shelf life your butter will have. Now when I store the butter, I just take a piece of parchment paper and I Put the little butter balls down on it. And then I'm just going to, you can flatten it out and make a little stick if you want. See, like that. Whatever little sizes you want, depending on your family. You don't want to take out too much at one time, because then you'll waste it. Or you won't waste it so much as it won't be as fresh. Okay, so you make a little square. Excuse me, not a square. I know that's not a square. I'm going to put it into a zippy bag. And then I put it in the freezer. That will last for a couple of months. Actually, I don't think this butter will last that long, because I'll probably use it, but you probably can store it for a couple of months. So there you go. If you ever have a party and you have some cream left over, or you don't get around to using it, you don't have to throw it out. So have a lot of fun making this butter, because it is fun too, and it's so delicious, really. I mean, it's actually a lot better than butter you buy in the store, and you can control the amount of salt. So that works really well. Now, I tried this butter, and it wasn't very salty at all, and which is good. It didn't have that flat taste to me that unsalted butter has. It had enough flavor to make it so you could tell there was salt in it without actually tasting the salt. I feel like when you do season something, you shouldn't actually taste that seasoning. It's just there to enhance the flavor, and I think that's what this did. Using a little less is actually better.